welcome Select Arcane. If you follow me on my own personal Facebook page or on my Instagram, you'll know I love food. Trust me to walk down some dark alleyway in some foreign country and find the weirdest thing to eat. And I'll eat anything, I really will, with very few exceptions. So you can probably imagine when my first Breyerfest rolled around in 2015, how dismayed I felt that the best choice offered and recommended by model horse hobbyists was Cracker Barrel. It's not to put down anyone who likes Cracker Barrel or anything like that, it's the fact that if you're in America, you can go to Cracker Barrel literally anywhere. So this is for the people who want something different and want to avoid those Breyerfest crowds. Something to note about Lexington is that during the week, everything is shut down by 9 p.m. That means that most restaurants are stopping their service at 8:30. But on weekends, you can pretty much guarantee that things will be at least open till 10 p.m. I'm a visual person, so here's a map of Lexington. If you're going to be planning activities surrounding Breyerfest, I would start with the farms. South of the city, you'll find farms like Taylor Made and Juddmont. In the west, you'll find Jonah Bell Darley, Darby Dan, Windstar, and Ashford Stud Coolmore. In the east, you'll find Spendthrift, Gainesway, and Hillendale. There are thousands of more farms, but this is just a general idea of where things are. And in relation to Breyerfest, they're all quite far away. Breyerfest is held at the Kentucky Horse Park in the north, and the Clarion Hotel is just south of that. And if you're wondering where La Quinta and Embassy Suites are, or the Griffin Gate, just concentrate on that Clarion pin because they're all right there. Alright, so where to eat? I've made it my tradition that whenever I drive down to Kentucky, there's one place I always make my first stop: Carson's Food and Drink. It's located right downtown, and is convenient from virtually any point that you're coming from. It's horse-themed inside, with Stone Street as an unofficial sponsor, and no, otherwise they don't have anything to do with the restaurant. And the food is classified as upscale American comfort food. You'll find things like really nice burgers, ribs, sandwiches, dips, soup, salads, etc. I always concentrate on the appetizers because the portions are really big. Each appy is good for about 4 people. And even then, there's a lot to take home afterwards. I always order the sticky ribs, the salmon bruschetta, and their fries with crab on top are really good. And last year we also got their spicy shrimp dip. That was really good. In general, Lexington is a city that you need to dress up for, and yes, Carson's is a place that is more upscale and you need to dress up. They're not going to turn you away at the door or anything, but you will get looks. Also, there's 2 pins here because there's 2 locations. I always go to the one in the west, that's the original. Carson's is more on the pricey side, but you get a huge amount of food for your buck, so I definitely consider it worth it. And they're multi-award winners, so if you really like to eat, this is the place to go. This next place is the best kept secret in all of Breyerfest history. You will literally find celebrities here, famous horse owners, farm owners, and people buying and selling thoroughbreds over their lunch table. No joke, really. This is Windy Corner Market, a cafeteria-style casual American comfort food joint. This is the place I discovered the magic of beer cheese and bacon jam. Everything's good here, but I get the Bourbon Barrel Deluxe Burger with creamy coleslaw or potato salad. I know for a fact that their bluegrass bourbon chili is spectacular and award-winning. And their po' boys are exceptionally popular. Those are just a type of sandwich. Now, there's 2 things that make Windy very special. One are their spectacular desserts. I am totally in love with their lemon bars and their sorghum cookies, which are kind of like a molasses cookie. And their in-store market where you can get things like native honey, bourbon barbecue sauces, cookbooks, candies, and official Windy Corner merch because this place is really popular. So popular, in fact, that if you don't get there during opening, you can expect to line up out the door. And we love this place so much that we come here multiple times a trip. One more thing about Windy is that it's actually one of multiple restaurants owned by the same chef. Ouida Michael is a celebrity in this region from Midway to Lexington and beyond. A lot of these restaurants are huge award winners, have been featured on the Food Network, and are very popular spots. I've only been to a few of them, like Wallace Station, but I'm adding all of these to my list for recommendations for you to visit during Breyerfest. Windy is just my favorite one of the group, which is why it gets its own pin. We're gonna head back downtown for this, but this is a kind of a weird spot. This is Lexington's distillery district. These used to be old bourbon factories that have been converted into condos and restaurants. And we're gonna be hitting up 2 spots just in this plaza alone. I know I specifically shamed the chains, but this one's special, I promise. In the very back is Goodfellas Pizza. I never go to this place in Canada. I think it's really bad, actually. But this specific location is completely different and special with dips and really, really great pizza. They have breadsticks as long as your arm, and any pizza place that has slices that you could roll a baby up in are pretty good in my books. I really like their trusty old pepperoni, and I get ranch dip on the side. It's really good and refreshing after shopping at the Clarion all day, and they're open just a little bit later than everyone else during the week. Now let's go back the way we came. We passed Desperados on our way in. They're a really popular taco bar, typically open really late even on weekdays, and they're the real deal. Their birria tacos are spectacular, and their guac is out of this world. If you're looking for really high-end cocktails, tacos, and absolutely trashing yourself, this is where the locals go. They have outdoor seating, indoor seating, but just know it gets really, really, really loud. Food's on the pricier side, but I ate 2 tacos and I was done. Like, they're really filling. People mostly dress up to go clubbing here, but nobody's gonna bat an eye if you're wearing your Breyerfest outfits. Oh, and one thing to note. The sit-down area's on the left side with the big Desperado sign, and on the right side of the path that has the arrow pointing with tacos called Cantina is actually their takeout side and main kitchen. So if you want to take your tacos home, go to the right, and if you want to sit down, go to the left. Because Desperados and Goodfellas are in the same place, the distillery district, and there are a few other restaurants in the area that I can't comment on, we're just going to put the distillery district pin right here. Located beside the most sketchiest motel I've ever seen, and also in the middle of nowhere, very close to the horse park, is Red State Barbecue. I got this suggestion from Stephanie Blaylock, and thank you, Steph, this place is amazing. This place has all the comforts of the South and doesn't stick to one style of barbecue. They have Texas, Tennessee, Alabama, Kentucky, etc. And I would recommend going to this place before Breyerfest actually starts because they're small, very popular, and only have so many smokers. So they run out of things very quickly. As you can see on the plate, there's no ribs because they ran out. Hobbyists know about this place because every time I go there, I see volunteer shirts everywhere. But they're gatekeeping because there's very few tables and this place fills up fast. Their potato salad, creamy coleslaw, and corn muffins are outstanding. Like, I love their corn muffins. I brought some back to Canada with me. And I love their Memphis barbecue sauce and their Fire Tap House sauce. Eric really liked the Texas spicy sauce. Oh, and get their sausages. They're really good. It's really cheap, but the portions are really small, so make sure to double up. Alright, that's it for the places that I really recommend. But I know a lot of you are going to jump on me and go, what about this place? What about this place? Why have you gone here? And the answer is, I have, I just don't really like them. Or they're not really appropriate for the Breyerfest crowd. So here are some of the honorable mentions. Deviate is a cafe on the way from downtown to the horse park, and it's in a really convenient location. But the reason why it's not in my top picks is that I think it's really expensive for what it is. They have an honorable mission of being a second chance employer, but the food and coffee are, ugh.
Pretty good. The eggs are a little bit too poached, but at the same time, outside is not really poached.
However, if you like Cracker Barrel, I swear you will love this place. Almost their entire menu circles around their biscuits. Alright, this one falls outside of the usual Breyerfest crowd. It's very expensive. And totally weird. If you didn't know, Kentucky has a castle, like a real castle. And it's obviously called the Kentucky Castle. And the restaurant inside is called Castle Farm. It's a whole farm-to-table thing, fresh ingredients, high-end, fine dining. And very expensive. So if you're planning on buying one of the auction horses, listen up. go celebrate here because this is where you go. This is a big venue for conferences, weddings, bridal showers, things like that. But it's also a really neat place to go look at, so I recommend going to check it out. The last time I went was 2018, so I can't make any comments about the food today. Okay, I won't get any peace if I don't mention this place. Tachibana is one of the big hobbyist hangout spots. It's the kind of place where a crowd of 20 model horse people will descend. So if you want to meet new people, this is where to go. But why is it not in my recommended? For the simple reason Kentucky is a landlocked state. The fish is not fresh, it's previously frozen. All sushi in this area is tailored to the American palate, and so far from authentic, I'm sorry, I can't. But saying this, Tachibana's not a bad place. It is as close to authentic as you can get in the state of Kentucky without spending $200 on dinner. But if you've been to Japan before, yeah, no, it won't do it for you. Last but not least is Indy's Chicken. I want to preface this by saying I've never been here. However, it's ranked the best regional fast food chain in all of Kentucky. There's only one location in Lexington, everything else is based in Louisville, but it's on my bucket list for when I go back to Kentucky. Alright, here are all my recommendations together. The Kentucky Horse Park and the Clarion are in lime green so that you can see them better compared to the restaurants. And as you can see, I've provided a fair amount of choice. Everything's pretty convenient to get to, especially if you're going to be exploring those farms. What do you think? Do you think I'm wrong with any of these? Is it because I knocked the Cracker Barrel? And tell me what I missed. Are there any hidden gems around Lexington that aren't on this list? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram @SelectArcane or on Facebook by the same name. Thanks so much for watching and happy Breyerfest!